Well, friends and neighbors, I didn't do a very good job with this video. So I'm going to put this at the beginning of it. I guess when you don't press the record button, why nothing happens, you know. So that is an estate rake that the story behind that, make it short and quick, I was looking for one several years ago, and I was looking on YouTube, and I think it was the only video I could find of one, and it was a young man up in Minnesota raking grass in his yard with it, or down in the ditch. And so I commented on there, and his dad commented back, and next thing you know, his dad and I become friends on YouTube. And I don't remember how many years ago it was. So I'm go through their area quite often, but they're not, you know, right on the route. I need to take my rain gauge in before it freezes and breaks. And so we got to be good friends on YouTube, and we've called and texted each other and what have you over the years. However many years it's been, it doesn't seem like a whole lot. I don't know, maybe it is. So anyway, they were going to have a hog butchered, and Shane called me and said, hey, he said, do you want some pork? And I said, sure. So he got one butchered, and I believe the guy that does the butchering, he's got a YouTube channel. It seems like I've watched a couple of his videos. And he's up in Wisconsin, and he says, geez, he said, are you going to come clear up here? And I said, no. I said, Shane's going to pick the hog up, and then I'm going to go to his place. So anyway, Shane went up and picked up the meat and took it back, and he called me and told me that that I could come up and get the pork. Now Shane and I, we've never met face to face. Like I said, we've talked on the phone several times, and his wife and I are friends on Facebook, Casey. So I took off Friday morning and drove old Pearl, the old white Ford there, drove up, and I'll tell you what, it's very rare you run across people that are 100% genuine. Like I said, we've never met face to face. And the minute I walked through the door at their place, I was treated like I'd been there 1,000 times. That's a fact. They're hard-working people, and they have a dairy farm, so they, you know, if you are on a dairy farm, unless you're a big corporate deal, you can't get away. You don't go on vacations for a week and what have you. But these people, they Shane, Casey, Casey's dad, and the kids, they are 100%. They're the type of people that you want and need for a neighbor. That's the truth. That's the truth of it. You want them for your neighbor. And it's like your family. But I kind of, you know, you can kind of, you talk to people a little bit, you can tell who is genuine and who isn't. And those people, Shane, Casey, the kids, Casey's dad, and I'm sorry, Casey, I can't remember your dad's name. I'm not good with names at all. Faces I never forget. Names, they're 100% legitimate. They're just the greatest people you'll ever meet. So, like I said, I lost a lot of footage driving up there, which, you know, didn't really amount to anything. I was just driving and talking here and there. I lost all that. I didn't do any recording at Shane's because he was busy, you know, with milk cows, and Casey, the whole family's busy, you know, on the dairy farm. And so we didn't get a chance to record anything, and I didn't want to record without, you know, getting permission. He used to have a YouTube channel, and so to me it was kind of a privacy thing, and it was the first time we'd been together, you know, meeting face to face and what have you. So I didn't want to take away from that. But like I said, 100% lovely people. I mean, just you want them for a neighbor. You want them for a family member. That's how they are. So with that, friends and neighbors, while I was gone, Brett, he raised a little bit of that, I don't know what, I think they call it colored corn now, I don't know. We called it Indian corn when we were kids. Brett raised some of that this year. His kids were selling it. And I told Brett that if he got up this way or if I got out that way, I wanted like 10 ears or so. And he said, okay. Well, I was on my way up to Zumbroda, Minnesota, and Brett sent me a message, hey, we're coming to the city. And I'm like, crap, I'm on the road. So he dropped it off. He laid 2 bundles of it on the hood of Milo. And those of you that are new to the channel, that's Milo. And dropped it off. Penny was home. She didn't even know anybody was here. So I got to get, I have some John Deere manuals and stuff, some old ones that I got from my great uncle, and I don't have any use for them. And I know Brett, he collects John Deere memorabilia and things and manuals, so I think I'll stuff a little bit of money in a manual or two and for the kids, and get them fired off. It's probably going to be next weekend because I'm going to be in Missouri tomorrow. And you know, life on the road. And next weekend I have go up and help Dad with his tractor. He's having starter, and I ordered him a new starter, and when that gets here, November 3rd I think it is, I'm gonna put that on. He's having hydraulic issues. I think it's the control valve. And so next weekend, if I get things caught up here, I'm going to head up to Dad's and help him out. So anyway, I'm going to put this at the beginning of the video so there's a little bit of context to it, and hope you enjoy it. Friends, I tell you what, they're the Holst family are 100%. I can't put it into words. So with that, I swallowed half my skull. Tyler, thank you, buddy. I'm going to put some wind in the tires, and there's a couple of the bearings are stiff. But when the leaves come out of these maple trees, it's a mess. So that's going to help get them in windrows. We have an old leaf chipper back there, an old rotary hoe, and we usually grind the leaves up and scatter them back on the yard and what have you. So that's going to come in handy for that. And Dad has a big nasty cottonwood tree in his driveway, and it's constantly dropping little sticks and twigs. You know what I'm talking about. If you have a cottonwood tree, you know what I'm talking about. So Dad will get some use out of it instead of out there hand raking the twigs up. He can use that also. So I'm out of here, friends and neighbors. Enjoy your Sunday. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to a friend, a stranger, or a loved one. And do something nice for somebody. If it's just, you know, like I've said 1,000 times, if it's just holding the door open, saying please and thank you, it goes a long way. It goes a long way. I'm draining the IBC tote that we collect rainwater in, because they're talking more rain Monday and Tuesday, and it's almost full. And the ground, it's dry. Well, you can see the cracks in it. And it's hard. Oh, I mean, it's hard. So, friends and trail... Okay, let's try that again. Friends and neighbors, happy trails. Hey, Matthew! Hey! Hey! Here's our so-called lighter pallet system. Even though that this bucket thing weighs all of 200 pounds, it works better and it's lighter. Well, friends and neighbors, we missed the intro to that. I'm headed up to Minnesota to visit a friend and his family. And I called Cowboy Bob and talked to him for a minute. and he had us on the air there, but I missed it. I didn't have this phone going. I got my other phone is plugged into the radio so I can listen to him because I'm out of the range of the station. So anyway, we'll add more to this a little bit later. I used to live in this little town about 40 years ago, and I've never been back there since. Never left nothing there. I've been by here many times with the truck, but never been back into town. And the highway used to run right down through there, but it's 4-lane now. So I doubt if anything's changed here in town. But we're on Highway 60. We've been on Highway 60 since we got into Minnesota. Well, actually, we got on 60 in Lamars, Iowa. But we're going to take 60 just about all the way to the other end of Minnesota, and we're going to jump off where 60 and Highway 52 junction is. So we're going to stop up here in Mankato and get some gas and maybe some chicken. I know they got, there's a Quick Trip there. Quick Trip has fantastic chicken. So I imagine I'll have chicken for lunch. And if something else pops up between now and then, why, I'll bring you back. Well, friends and neighbors, we finally got a visit with Shane and Casey and Kelsey and Tyler, and just there's their place right there. And I bought Tyler's, well, I think they call it a, estate rake. Can't get my hand out of the road. We bought Tyler's estate rake. Maybe you can see part of the rearview mirror there, beyond my hand and my gourd. And we got 2 coolers just packed with pork from a hog that Shane had butchered. And then Casey gave me, oh geez, what is it? I think 4 packs of beef ribs. So we'll throw them on the smoker here in a week or 2 and give those a try. So yeah, it was a nice visit. They got a lot of work to get done, so I can't hang around too much. And you know how life is on a dairy farm. There's no end to the work. So I'm headed back home. And it's 280 miles from the house up to Zumbroda, and it's probably about another 8-10 miles out to Shane's place. But it was a good time. I mean, yeah, it's a shame we couldn't have visited longer, but you know, people are busy every day. The dairy farming, I gotta hand it to those guys. I mean, they just, it's every day. You don't go on vacation for a week and things like that unless you got a bunch of hands to take over for you while you're gone. So we're headed back home. We'll get this video uploaded. This is Saturday morning, and I don't know what it is, like five hours. When I get to Zumbroda, I jump on Highway 60 and run Highway 60 all the way back to Lamar's, Iowa, then get on Highway 75 and run that right back near the house. We got a few miles of Highway 20 and then back to the house. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. She's chilly. I don't know what the temperature is, but she's chilly this morning. It's definitely jacket weather if you're going to be outside for a while. So if I run into anything exciting, I'll bring you back. Well, friends and neighbors, we're almost home. Well, shoot, looks like we got some road closed up here. I don't know why, but we're only about a mile and 3/4 from the house, so I'll wrap this video up later on this afternoon or tomorrow morning and try to get it uploaded. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Try to get it uploaded by Sunday morning, and so I know there wasn't a whole lot of recording going on, but I just want to get up there. It's 500. Well, by the time I get to the house, it'll be about 586 miles round trip. So it's about a 5-hour drive. So with that, we're going to cut you loose here, and like I said, we'll wrap this up tomorrow or later on this evening. It's what is it? Look at the clock. 2:58 in the afternoon. And I think I left Shane's probably 8 o'clock, 8:30, somewhere around there. May have been later than that. I think it was later, and it might have been 9, because I stopped at Napa while I was there in Zumbroda. But anyway, I'll bring you back later.